What is going on, YouTube people? You've heard the comics here today. We got we got a serious one, actually. Fun slash serious. I have obtained a copy of the agreement that Topps sends out to its stores that they have to sign to be part of their purchasing agreement, basically. So if you want to be a direct store with Topps, you have to sign this document, and there are certain rules and regulations that you have to follow. Now, I've done videos on this in the past when they brought out the new rules that shops had to be open a certain number of hours and that you had to follow certain social media guidelines and the shop had to look a certain way and you had to, do these little things here and there, point of sales data, and they wanted tracking information and all that stuff. That was about probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago when those rules came out. Well, today I get a message with a copy of the new rules for this upcoming year, and there was a interesting little section added to it. And that is the part we're going to look at today. I looked over the full agreement. There's really nothing else super spicy in there. I mean, you could probably do a video on it, but to me, this was the most interesting thing. And that is number 11 on this little agreement. Code of conduct, retail standards, and here's the spicy part, intrusive device policy. That is correct. Topps now has a policy for stores when it comes to CT scanning. Topps is cracking down hard if they catch a store using, associated with, we'll read through this. They are not messing around. It would be nice if they came out with something on the boxes themselves to help prevent it, and maybe they're still working on that. But it is good to see them at least willing, it looks like, to go to the mat if you are a store or a breaker, basically any direct account, and you are caught monkeying around with this stuff. So I'm not going to read everything on here word for word. You could glance over it. There is a second page that I will go to that has more stuff on it. But let's jump down to section B. Intrusive device policy. It goes into, blind packaging is very important, and why that's important, it's fairly obvious. Where we get to the fun stuff, to protect this foundational feature of the trading card hobby and to prevent consumer fraud and other harms, Topps strongly discourages and strictly prohibits the use of any tool, method, tech, or other means, including or without limitation, CT, or any other scanning technology. Boys and girls, they said the thing. Leo, meme, they said the thing. Topps said CT scanning. Weight scales or other means are kind of intrusive devices. Now continues up here on any trading card product. Accordingly, the customer represents warranties agrees that customer has not and will not at any time use an intrusive device on any trading card product or sell any trading card product that the customer knows or reasonably should know has been subjected to an intrusive device or that it has been tampered with or resealed in any manner. Customer does not have and will not have at any time directly or indirectly any investment or beneficial interest or stake in any person or entity that has previously or is currently engaged or plans to engage in the development, marketing, promotion, sale, or use of any intrusive device on trading card products. So if you think the stuff has been scanned, don't do anything with it. Don't associate with anyone that's associated with scanning is basically part 2 of that. I'm sure the Paulescos of the world will break that down a little bit cleaner, but interesting stuff there. Let's get into the non-compliance. because this is where the fun really begins. Basically, this section here says, if you do any of this stuff or break any of these rules, this next section is what we could do to you. So let's advance over to the final little section. They will terminate the agreement. So you can no longer purchase from Topps. So you lose your direct account. Receive injunctive relief, specific performance or other equitable remedies without the need to post bond security or other undertaking condition of obtaining such relief. Cancel all outstanding orders. Permanently suspend all direct accounts associated with the customer. Ban the customer for life from all platforms owned or operated by Topps or any of its affiliates or subsidiaries. Bye-bye, Fanatics Live. Bye-bye, Fanatics Collect. Recover any and all direct or indirect damages. See you in court. You are getting sued, is how I read that. And, then some more legalese down there at the bottom. Here is another little fun note. If a customer breaches this provision or becomes aware of any third party using any intrusive device on any trading card product, customers shall promptly provide written notice, therefore, to Topps. Interesting. So, the way I read that, and no lawyer, no Lenny Briscoe, no Jack McCoy, but to me, I read that as if you do it, bad, and also, if you know anybody else doing it, you better snitch on them. You better tell us. Now, I don't know how they would find out that you knew and didn't report somebody. That's a whole different story. That's probably just some saber rattling. But they are not messing around. Now, the real not messing around, like I said at the top, is them actually securing the boxes with some sort of tamper evident, or it's been scanned, it glows orange, or the wrapper changes color, or something along those lines. Even if they can't block it, something that would at least red flag it that this box has been scanned. However, in lieu of that, and I am sure to be fair to Topps, I am sure that is not an overnight thing, and it is probably something they are working on. That's going to take some time. This takes basically no time. You update some legal terms, run it past some lawyers, and say, have at it. I'll flip back to the front page here. You could pause on either one of these screens if you want to read this in depth. But that's basically the gist of it. They are laying it out there that if you get caught, now, and that's, that's kind of the crux of this whole thing, that if you get caught, you are going to have the full penalty of everything come down on you. I mean, to be fair, if a shop or breaker gets caught CT scanning, the PR backlash on that is probably going to be enough to end them anyway. But if for some reason that wasn't, this certainly will. If you are in the card space and you lose and get banned from Topps for life, they probably take you to court. None of that is going to work out real well for you. In addition to the public shaming that would go on if you get caught doing with this. And spoilers, ladies and gentlemen, somebody is going to get caught. It's just a matter of time. Someone's going to do something stupid, and someone is going to get caught doing this. I found that there's some interesting little nuggets in there about, the associated with, do you know someone? That sort of stuff around the edges is very interesting as well. So Topps not messing around. If you are playing with this, to be fair, you're probably already playing with fire anyway, and if you get caught, you are donezo, at least from a PR perspective. But now, maybe you're going to have Topps trouble. You just lost your connection. You just lost your hookup for product. And it sounds like there's a decent chance they're going to come after you in court for damages. So not only are you going to have the court of public opinion get you, you're going to have all this other nonsense piled up against you. Very curious for your thoughts and comments down below. I'd be curious to see if maybe I'll swing this past Lesko and see if he has any gems that he may pull out of this, or any of you lawyers that are watching want to fire away in the comments down below, because there could be something in this agreement that I'm looking at and just don't like. Maybe it's a huge deal and I just don't realize it's a huge deal because I don't have a law degree. But if you see something in there, feel free. I'll flip over to the other page real quick again here. Once again, you can feel free to pause the video, screenshot it, read it to your heart's content. Like I said, I did look through the full document. I did not see anything else that was like oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this. It was pretty much boilerplate standard stuff. And maybe they've always had something like this in there to some degree or another, like around pack weighing and things like that. I don't know, because I haven't seen full old versions of the document. I've seen bits and pieces of this document in the past, but never a full copy. I don't remember seeing that in there. So if someone anonymously wants to comment down below that, hey, this is brand new, I've never seen this before, yada, 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 feel free. As always, like I said, curious for your thoughts and comments down below. We will catch you boys and girls on the next one. Peace.